Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Aura, I'm Italian and this is just my second video in English. I'm sorry I have an accent, I'm sorry if I'll make any mistakes, but I wanted to make another video in English because I found that I can reach so many more people if I record my videos in English, and that's the whole point of making YouTube videos, right? Being able to hear or to connect with people and hear what they think and maybe answer their questions. But let's get into the video. What I wanted to talk about today are 10 stereotypes that people have about Italians. For those of you who don't know me, I was an exchange student in upstate New York, and I have many American friends. I have an American boyfriend. So what I will be talking about are things that I've actually heard people say. Number one, I have my notes here. Number one will be people here only eat spaghetti and pizza. True or false? Well, it's not completely false because I'd say most Italian families have pasta at least 3 times a week, and we have pizza at least 1 time a week. I have pasta almost every day, honestly. I know it's bad for me, but I do. Number 2 is all Italians are dark-haired, olive-skinned, and with a Super Mario mustache. I've heard people say this, and I can't say it's true. Many of us have dark hair, but as you can see, I have a pretty light skin. And I would say people in the South have darker hair and skin, and that's because of history reasons. So the South was invaded by North Africans. So this is why they are darker than we are in the North. Number 3 is the Mafia rules. Well, if foreigners think about Italy, they usually think about Mafia between the first things they think about. Well, yes, we have Mafia, it's still a thing, and it's a thing especially in the South, not so much in the North, even if there is Mafia in the North. It's hard to explain, honestly, but it's not how it used to be. Years ago, Mafia used to really kind of rule Italy because they murdered people and they did things that went on the news, and they killed famous people that were trying to go against them. Now that doesn't happen anymore. They're just doing their own thing, kinda. Yeah, Mafia is still here, but it's not what it used to be. And if you're thinking about coming to Italy for vacation or something, don't be scared. You can go to the South, Mafia won't affect you. You won't even notice it. Number 4 is Italians are the best lovers. Well, I can't say this is true. I don't think they are, but they're good cooks. I guess they are good cooks, so if you're dating an Italian, if you're thinking about dating an Italian, then maybe he'll be the best lover you've ever met. Maybe he won't, but I think he'll be a good cook at least. Number 5 is Italians are the worst drivers in the world. False. Italians are the worst drivers in Europe. I don't know. I've heard people say that Italians are crazy drivers, but I wouldn't say they're the worst. They're just crazy. Our way of driving is different than it is in the US, for example. I would say we just look like we're in a rush all the time. Yeah, we're just fast drivers. So I think that's what makes us crazy drivers. Number 6 is we always eat spaghetti and meatballs. Okay, now I have something to say about this. Spaghetti and meatballs is not even Italian. Like, I've never heard of this before going to America. It's not an Italian dish. I I've never tasted it. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's not Italian. And Italian dressing is not Italian. What else? Alfredo sauce is not Italian, even if many people think it is. These are not Italian dishes. Number 7, we always talk with our hands. Yes, we kind of do. I think you noticed in my videos. I don't move my hands too much, but I kind of do this, I noticed. And it actually depends on your personality as an Italian. There are people who, yeah, they talk with their hands a lot, and they do this and other Italian gestures, and yeah, but I think it depends a lot on your personality. If you're someone that loves to talk and that's usually loud, I think you'll talk more with your hands, but for me, I just do this. Number 8, Italian families are huge. True or false? I think it was true in the past. Italians used to have a lot of kids and their families used to be huge. It's not as true now because of one reason is the economy. I can't say it's not. Our economy is collapsing. We're not going to grow as an economy in 2019, or at least this is what they say. And people are kind of stopping making kids. They're not making kids anymore. Most families just have 1 or 2 kids and that's it. I'm an only child, for example. Number 9, we're really friendly. Yeah, I'd say we're more friendly than other populations. And by friendly, I mean we will talk more, we're more open, we'll talk about more personal things. And this is something that my boyfriend told me. He was kind of shocked because we're not afraid to talk about our personal things or talk about things that are considered taboo in other countries. So yeah, this was pretty weird for him. And I realized that when he told me we will talk about anything. It doesn't matter if we've known you for 10 years or 2 hours. Number 10 is Italians are lazy. Well, this depends. I've heard people say that we're lazy work-wise because usually boutiques and shops here open from like 8 or 9 in the morning, then they close at lunch, and then they have like a 2-hour break or so, and then they open again for like 4 or 5 hours in the afternoon, and that's it. Well, some people say we're lazy for this. I wouldn't say we're lazy. I just think that if your business works and if you're making money, then you can take a break. You don't need to open your shops at all times of the day. But if you're not making enough money and if you're struggling, then yeah, you should keep your shop open for more hours during the day. They say they're lazy because we get more vacation than they do in the US, for example. I'm not sure how it works in the US, but I know they get less vacation than we do. And I know that every Italian worker is entitled to at least about 4 weeks of vacation in a year, 3 or 4. I'm not sure. I'm not a worker yet. I'm still a college student. But yeah, they say we're lazy because of this. We don't like to work. We just want to go on vacation all the time. And yes, this might seem stupid, but people have told me this, and I don't think it's stupid. If the state offers you 3 or 4 weeks of vacation, then of course you're gonna use them. Why not? I think everyone would. We have them, so we use them. And I wouldn't say this would define us as a lazy population. We're just using what they give us, just our Italian rights, I would say. I'm done for the 10 stereotypes of this video. If you're interested in knowing more about the Italian culture, please leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. Leave it a thumbs up. and I'll see you in my next one.